Welcome to the final edition of Cardinal Postgame. I'm Stevie Taylor, alongside John Gidley and Paul Sutton, and the Cardinals' dream season unfortunately comes to a close at the hands of Pennsbury, 25-14. The game started off well for the Cardinals when they scored off a fumble recovery in the end zone.
All right, 3rd and 2, and the Cardinals are at the Pennsbury 7-yard line. Well, technically it's 3rd and goal.
And who had the ball that time?
That was an interesting play. We'll see what the call is. It's a touchdown.
Wow.
It's a Cardinal touchdown. But who had the ball is the question.
I have no idea.
As you can see, we were a little confused on the broadcast, but it turned out Zaire Lee recovered the fumble in the end zone for a 7-0 Upper Dublin lead. Charles Snorro would respond for the Falcons, and it was a 7-6 game.
So Pennsbury starts at their own 39. They give us a Snorway. Snorway's across midfield. These are the 40, 30, 20, 10, and no one stops Charles Snorway. It's a Pennsbury touchdown.
Khalif Lee would add to the Cardinal lead when he scores from a yard out, making it a 14-6 Cardinal lead.
First set, they give it to Khalif Lee, and Khalif Lee with a second effort is close to the goal line, waiting for a signal. And he is in for the touchdown. Upper Dublin up 13-6. Khalif Lee scores his first touchdown of the night.
However, Charles Snorro would again score, making it a 14-13 game.
A 3rd and goal from the 6 for the Falcons. Cardinal defense looking for a big stop.
Bleachers are starting to shake. They're getting loud.
Norway with the handoff, and he is in for the touchdown. And the Falcons are right back in it now, 14-12, with 2:52 to go in this first half.
Right before the half, the Cards got a huge goal line stand, which kept their 14-13 lead at the half. The score remained the same until Charles Snorri would twice score late in the game, giving the Falcons the 25-14 victory.
Pennsbury threatening at the 8-yard line. Snorway again, and he is close to the end zone. He is into the end zone, and the Falcons take the lead. Snorway, he's got a first down, and he's got a touchdown, and that might be it.
The loss ends the season for Upper Dublin, but guys, what a season it was.
What a season indeed. A historic season for the Cardinals. They got their first home playoff game, their first playoff win, and they made it to the semifinals. Paul, it was just a great season on all fronts.
No doubt. I mean, as one of the statements that some of the players on the team said, you can judge the fight in the dog, but you can't judge the dog in the fight. Actually, no, you can judge the dog in the fight, but you can't judge the fight in the dog.
Yeah, and this team definitely surprised not only us, but everybody around. Nobody gave them a shot against Ruston or Pennsbury, and they clearly held their own against those two teams.
Well, I'm sure not a lot of people gave them a shot to win the Suburban One American Conference.
That's right.
I mean, you had everyone saying like 42-19, 42-13 for these games, and we pretty much flipped the score on them. It was pretty much us winning by 42 and them losing by that. I mean, the games were remarkable. I mean, this team, they really bonded with us. We're thankful for all that they've done with us. It was a fun ride.
It was a pleasure to broadcast them. Before the season, we had a preview show. We didn't really know what to expect from the team. We thought they were going to be pretty good, but with a whole new quarterback, a lot of returning starters, we weren't sure exactly what was going to happen. But Ryan Stover led this team beautifully to a conference title and then to the semifinals.
It seems like Stover got better week in and week out, and that was great to see. I mean, they're going to have a great team next year.
Yeah.
They're only losing about 5 seniors. I remember talking with Coach Stover, and they were having the meeting with all the other coaches in the American Conference, and pretty much he was telling me, he's like, yeah, the coach was like, oh, no, this guy's back, and then this guy's back, and then this guy's back. These coaches are worried in the Suburban One American Conference. You got to look for them next year.
Yeah, obviously it's a little early to make any predictions, but they're definitely the front runner, I would say, for next season.
I would think so, yeah, with all those juniors returning as seniors.
We have a lot of PW players
PW
leaving.
is losing a lot of seniors, so they should be the favorite to win the conference. And, so any last thoughts on the season, John or Paul?
I thought one of the best games to watch was the home playoff game.
That was a lot
all the hype with Brandon McElwain, Brandon McElwain. Well, we silenced that. And I thought that was fantastic because it kind of showed that Ryan Stover can play at the elite level and be in the conversation with a player like McElwain.
Well, it's just been a remarkable season, as we mentioned. And again, we want to thank all of the players for kind of bonding with us. In particular, for me, John Barrett and Michael Sowers were extremely helpful, so thank you to both.
Yeah.
I'd like to thank Khalif Lee. You got Jack Rapine. a few other guys, Stacy Gardner, Danny Boggs.
Everybody.
Everyone
really.
I mean, all you guys really did a great job, and we just thank you for everything. I'd like to thank Coach Pring, Mr. Stover, Mr. Wall for all the insight, and thank you, Mr. Stover and Mr. Wall, for letting us come inside the nest and see how you guys prep for games.
Yeah, it was definitely a pleasure for me as a senior. This being my final year, it was just a blast. Great to watch this team in particular, and it's going to be fun next year for you, John.
I'll say.
Yeah, luckily for you, though.
Yep.
Unfortunately, Paul, we won't be here, but we had a fun ride this year, definitely.
Well, we'll be able to see the games some way or another.
Yeah, we'll make sure to check in on John's broadcast next year.
Yep.
Yeah. So I guess that's it then for the final time. This is a pleasure this season from all of us, for John Gidley and Paul Sutton. I'm Stevie Taylor. Thank you for watching us all season, and we'll see you next year.